Hey, what's up? It's it's been a while. Something like a fucking year and a half or so. Um, yeah. I don't really have an excuse for that. I don't just didn't really feel like making any videos for a long time, you know? And this even right now still isn't what I was doing before. Um, I still love nerdcore and all that. I still watch nerdcore reactions all the time. I spent a lot of time doing that, honestly. Um, but I just haven't been in the mood to make them myself in a long time. But I've been following Chainsaw Man, and the last chapter was really, really crazy. And I've kind of been thinking about trying this thing out, reading a chapter, reacting to it basically. Uh, and I thought I might give it a try with this one because there's certainly a lot going to happen, judging from what happened in the last chapter, 122. And I'm excited to read this new one, honestly. So hopefully the setup that I've got here is all right with the filter. I hope it's not too bad. Um, Obviously, I don't want to get clapped on the very first one of these that I make, so I want to make sure that I'm at least pretty safe copyright wise. But I feel like we can really just get started here. I wanted to start with a quick like recap of the last chapter, especially since I didn't read it on YouTube. So, um, in the last chapter, we started with Yoshida and Fami, the Famine Devil, meeting up at the same cafe that Yoshida brought Denji to a while ago. Yoshida seems to have a thing for this place, uh, and is offering to treat the Famine Devil, and she orders a ton of food, as you can see here. And apparently, he asks to meet her, and she seems kind of disinterested in the whole situation here. He drops the bomb that he knows that she's the Famine Devil. She does not care, really. She says here, I don't care if my den is exposed. And then Yoshida goes on to talk about a prophecy of Nostradamus. In the seventh month of 1999, a great king of terror will descend. And then there's a little bit more in the actual prophecy from real life, something about the king of Angulmois being revived or something, which from what I've read is some kind of anagram for like a Mongolian king. They expect Genghis Khan to come back or something in the real life prophecy. I'm not expecting Genghis Khan to come in Chainsaw Man world. And then the last line says something about Mars shall reign before and after as chance will have it, or something like that, something along those lines. Um, and Mars is, of course, commonly known as the god of war. And we've got our war devil. So that part of the prophecy I find very interesting, especially the fact that it isn't directly stated in the chapter. You would only know that if you looked up the real prophecy. So that's very interesting. But yeah, public safety believes that this might be true. 30 convicts make contracts with the future devil on the condition of their release, and then they ask when they'll die. Surprise, surprise, 23 out of 30 lose their lives July 1999, the seventh month. And again, continuing the trend, famine does not seem to care that much. Yoshida says, I know you're up to something. Public safety thinks it's connected to the prophecy. I came here to make you talk. If you refuse, I'll have to start giving you the devil treatment. Yoshida's clearly very confident because he knows who this is and seems to think that he can take her. And from how the conversation progresses now, it seems like Fami almost agrees because she doesn't continue her disinterested act. She actually offers up a little information. So the other 7 convicts die this week. Which means, of course, that all of the 30 end up dying overall. The 23 in the apocalyptic event. And then she goes on to say, 40 seconds ago, a devil appeared at East District Domino Apartments. The first of the devils who will shepherd the world to the ultimate terror. She is a devil with the name of a primal fear. Pardon me. So the common theory right now, and obviously the new chapter's already out, but the common theory is that it's going to be the Death Devil, because death is clearly primal, and it's the last horseman that has yet to be released or revealed. But personally, I don't think it is. Partially this line here, where Famine says it's the first of the devils who will shepherd the world to the ultimate terror, and death is the final horseman. So it would seem weird to describe the final horseman as the first of the devils who will shepherd the world on, and also they would be sisters. So it seems like I would think that Famine would refer to her differently if it was death. But moving on here, her name is ... and we don't get it this chapter. And we cut back to the apartments, where we have this guy and this chick. Work today, my boss said I might get promoted. That's amazing. Thanks, I am amazing. Right, so amazing. Are you getting a raise? Totally. I don't know for sure. Bet they'll force annoying work on me. So can I buy a car? I've told you, no cars. We can take the train. I guess you're right. The maintenance and insurance costs supposed to be nuts. Hey, don't you think we should just die? Sure, let's die. So, yeah, when I read this chapter last week, this scene sent chills like through my whole body. I mean, honestly, this moment is freaky, that they're having such a normal conversation, and then all of a sudden the switch flips, and all of a sudden they're gonna kill themselves. And they do. Guy steps out, they both step out on the balcony, he sees a car, comments on it, and then they fall. As does everybody. And Yoru, of course, is taken over, seeing all these bodies hit the ground, pulls out the ruler sword, and it seems that the bodies start moving, and I love this face on Yoru here, looking very puzzled, shocked, a little spooked, and the bodies form into a pile, and Yoru, inner monologue, crap, I misjudged. This is not a fight I can win. And we have this thing up here, and I'm just gonna pop this on here. I made this ahead of time just in case. So yeah, this devil appears. Lots of hands. And you see Yoru is running. She is having none of this. Yeah, lots of arms and hands. There's like a bird wing coming out of the back of it, and it has a strange appendage coming out of what appears to be where the belly button is. So before we get to the new chapter, I want to quickly say what I think this devil is, from the very apparent female imagery, as well as this strange appendage on the belly button. I think that this might be the life devil. Life, something that a lot of people are afraid of. Living through life, how their life is, the way that it could become. The challenges of life. People are afraid of that. This appendage that the devil has, in my opinion, seems very reminiscent of an umbilical cord, which is clearly a symbol of life. And if we go back to the conversation here, the quickness, the casualness at which they just went to suicide. Just talking about life, getting a promotion, but I'm probably gonna have to deal with more annoying work. I want to get a car, but the maintenance and insurance costs are a lot, so I guess we'll just stick to public transport. But that's kind of a pain in itself. And then suddenly, don't you think we should just die? And this would make a lot of sense to me if this were the life devil, because ending one's own life is as what you could say, is the logical conclusion of fearing life. If you fear life and fear living, then you extinguish your life. And that's exactly what happens here, on en masse. All of these people doing this. So that's just my thoughts on the previous chapter. A quick, oh my god, we're already 10 minutes in. Just a quick rundown on the previous chapter. But let's just get on to the next one. I'm excited for this. Chapter 123. I'm kind of scared, to be honest. I'm gonna go single page. Okay, chapter 123. Hors d'oeuvre. Yoru is still running. This thing, it looks like the arms that were around where its head would be all twisted around. It seems like they're kind of unfurling, and they're grabbing a body, and they just twist its whole head off. Just okay, and then it. Oh God. It puts the head on its body, and then it starts to speak through it. This is horrifying. By the way, this is the way the eyes are like rolled back. They're clearly dead, and then they close and it speaks. That's scary. Oh dear, I'm being quite indecent. Yeah, you're not wrong, ma'am. Yeah, hand, feet, still very clearly from this angle. Yeah, just everything out to the world, for the world to see. Points a finger. Oh. Where did the clothes come from? I guess she just made them. I'll be your chef tonight. Falling Devil is my name. Now, this makes a lot of sense. A lot of people were theorizing heights. Falling makes sense. Basically the same. The wings make sense. This is a really cool looking devil. And this is also the first time we've seen a primal devil speak. Because Darkness never spoke. It spoke one syllable that was completely not understandable ever, and this one is quite eloquent. So the head stays detached, it's just holding it up. This is such a cool design. Okay. Falling Devil is my name. I'm visiting at the request of the residents of Hell. At the request of the residents of Hell. A word of warning, those who don't finish their food will taste death. You know what, let me take the filter off for a moment so you can see the full design here. You can get a good look at her. This is one of the coolest, I think, designs I've seen in the series so far. Zoom back out, please. Thank you. Filter back on. This statement makes me think a lot of things. I'm visiting at the request of the residents of Hell. So, people or devils in Hell, one or more devils in Hell, wanted her to go to Earth. A word of warning, those who don't finish their food will taste death. The first thing this makes me think of is the fact that Chainsaw Man ate from Yoru's body. As Yoru said, many chapters ago, that he ate from her body, but didn't fully eat her. And that's why she's weakened. I'm very interested to see where this goes. Okay, yours still running. Asa, snap out of it. That devil's power is causing your negative feelings. Makes sense. I mean, people were thinking that as well with the after that couple and their conversation and then jumping, and that happened right after Asa was being very down on herself in the previous chapter. Okay. Now then, allow me to begin cooking. Of the two of us, only you can create strong weapons. Are you listening? Yoru's kind of panicking. For the first course, it will be my pleasure to feed you my hors d'oeuvre, La Route Vonla. Should I look that up? I don't know what that means. I will maybe wait until the end here. How long is this? Okay, 20 pages. And we see a clap. Oh. I think we just entered a backstory. Is this Asa? It's gotta be. The cat. Reading some books. Soccer ball. Some kids outside. Oh, okay. Asa, can we talk? Asa looks up. What is it, ma'am? Ma'am. So this is not her mom, obviously, because the mom, or she got the cat when her mom died. It's about your cat. Why don't we have my friend who likes cats take him? Huh? One of the other kids is allergic. This is unhealthy for you too. You depend on that cat's companionship instead of interacting with other people. Okay, so that's why the kids are here. So this is like an orphanage, maybe. Or maybe she's just been adopted. One of the two. But instead of interacting with other people. Okay. I don't wanna. Okay, it is an orphanage. So the lady sits down with her. All the orphans here. Devils killed their parents. Mine too. My mom was killed by that recent typhoon devil. And that's where Asa's mom died as well. She called her ma'am. Is this lady not an adult? I guess maybe she isn't. She might just be older. But you know, they can still laugh and play outside because they became a family here. Your cat's the only cat here. Don't you think he'd be happier living at my friend's house with other cats? Crambon. I don't know what that means. Crambon? She doesn't either. Oh, his name's Crambon. Make him happy. Oh. That's sad. But she's happy about it. It's bedtime. Also, are you asleep? What? Where's your cat? Why? Because when we went to the river to play today, there was a cat like yours at the bottom. Asa's life fucking sucks, man. What? Hey, you two, it's lights out. Go to sleep. Ma'am, Crambon's okay, right? And this... Oh, this face. Eyebrows furrowed when she said that. Everyone here lost their family. You can't be the only one with a family member. Isn't that unfair? Damn. Did she really kill her damn cat? Oh, Asa's yelling. Was she falling? She grabbed something. Oh. Whoa. Okay. This isn't good. I don't think this is good. Whoa, this looks crazy. Asa is upside down. Or like gravity has been reversed. Whoa! And other people are starting to go up. This seems bad. Oh, is this a double spread? Oh yeah, this seems like it's probably really bad. Some people are noticing, some people are not. I don't think we recognize any of these people. Although this guy here, take off the filter and zoom in. This guy here kind of looks like Tolka. But people are floating. The lower the heart sinks, the higher the body falls. That's the concept of this dish. May the flavor of past trauma delight your taste buds. Okay. And one of the guys that we saw floating up, is it that guy? Might be. And he's floating up and we see a door, which we can only assume goes to hell. And it opens and he falls through upwards. And Asa is looking down, or up as it were, gripping this pole, gripping this railing. And Yoru's upside down. Asa, I can't enter your body. Don't be afraid. Okay, this is not what I was expecting, but I'm excited about this, especially because this devil seems to have a lot of personality. Okay, the falling devil. So, the people who said heights, dub for you. W for you. I was wrong with life. People were wrong with death. I was certain it wasn't death, so I'm going to take at least the W on that. But this was a really awesome chapter. I like this devil. I like this ability it's using. I like the additional backstory we got for Asa. Just compounding trauma. She lost her mom to save this cat, and then this woman killed her cat. The lower the heart sinks, the higher the body falls. And Asa clearly has been dealing with issues, with trauma, with emotional problems, and now she's going to have to confront that to deal with this devil. This devil certainly doesn't feel as quite as primal as darkness. It certainly seems more intelligent, or at least more sentient. Very verbose and good at speaking, unlike darkness, and its ability is much less upfront. I mean, it forced all those people to off themselves, but the ability it's using right now, although she did say the hors d'oeuvre, the first course, so presumably we're going to have a few different abilities, or we're going to see a few different abilities from this devil, and this is just the first one. Falling upwards because of your emotional state. I like this. I like this a lot. Fujimoto's cooking up some spicy, and I can't wait for more of it. I don't know if you're going to see me in the next one. I felt like doing this out of the blue, kind of, and I just decided to finally do it. So, I don't know if you're going to see me for the next chapter. Maybe you will. I enjoyed doing this, and setting it up wasn't too hard. So, thank you guys for watching. Give me a like, comment, whatever, if you enjoyed it. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.